Hey everyone, I'm Natalie Bencivenga, and welcome to another segment of 5 Minutes With. This week I am chatting with my dear friend, designer Tereneh Idia, and she's going to talk a little bit about what she's been working on, how she's handling isolation, and some of the other issues that she thinks we need to be focused on during this very unprecedented time. Hey Tereneh, how are you?
I'm good. So good to see you.
It's so great to see you, and I want to just jump right in because I'm looking around you and it seems as though you are hard at work.
Yeah, I'm in my studio, which is just a little converted space. So in between my clothing rack and mannequins and the sewing machine behind me. So I'm just kind of trying to make do with what I have and do the best I can. So yeah.
So I've been hearing a lot about your new project, OAM. Can you share that with us?
Yeah, so OAM stands for Ohio Allegheny and Monongahela, and it is a creative community response to the virus. And the idea is just to work independently, but bringing everything together at some point. So people are making and designing small pieces of fabric
Mhm.
and sending them into me, and I'm going to build it all together into one garment that celebrates the city of Pittsburgh.
What made you come up with that idea? That's beautiful.
Yeah, it came up from an idea that was both from the Pittsburgh Center for Creative Reuse, where we did a collaborative project where a bunch of people came together and worked on a garment, and also the idea of kind of the traditional American quilt, where different people will take different pieces and then come together and form one piece. So I
That's,
really just want people to feel a sense of creative togetherness and social togetherness, even as they're physically distancing.
so I love that you didn't use the word social distancing. You're looking at it as physical distancing. So how are you
Yeah.
sort of staying connected and taking care of yourself right now?
Yeah, so I actually feel like in some ways I'm more socially connected with people, even if I'm not physically connected. So I have a lot of WhatsApp friends that are all over the world, a lot of like virtual happy hours and checking in, a lot of calls and texting where I think there was a sense of, oh, I'll see that person
Right.
next week. And now we know that that's not going to happen. So I have to make the effort of checking in on a more regular basis. So I feel like I am still socially connected, but I am physically distancing from people. But we're still together. There's
Yeah.
still friends and family all around and love all around. So yeah.
That's wonderful. And, as an artist, as a designer, somebody that really looks at the world differently, this has been a really interesting time for people in the creative world because a lot of people are saying, oh, we shouldn't talk about difficult issues right now because everything is so hard because of COVID-19. Do you think that's true, or do you think it's more important to talk about these intersections of issues more than ever?
I think it's just what you said. It's more important to talk about it than ever because it's really people's lives. We've talked about lives and what lives matter over the course of the past few years, and we're seeing now whether it's healthcare, whether it's policing, whether it's people taking the law into their own hands and deciding who belongs where, and the policing of Black and brown bodies. It's so important, and it is part of the recovery and the response to COVID-19 to talk intersectionally about gender issues, race issues, all these things, ability, access, resources, who has them, who doesn't. It's going to actually have to do with whether or not people live or die. So it has to be talked about. There's no back burner. There's no let's wait until this is over, because this isn't going to be over. We are all still living here, and if it's not COVID-19, it's a hurricane or something. There's always something that's going to test how much of a community we really are. So we have to really take care of each other. It's key.
No, I completely agree. If there wasn't a time before that showed people that it's now, that we are all in this together, if not now, when? When are we going to show our humanity and our support for one another? And I'm hoping that we don't go back to normal. I hope that in the long term, things improve on a policy level, on a personal level, that everybody recognizes each other's humanity and acknowledges that. So thank you
Exactly.
so much, Tereneh, for being a part of 5 Minutes With. Will you come on again?
Yes, definitely.
Great.
Always. So great seeing you. Thank you, Natalie.
So great to be with you.